Hey, today I'm going to give you my perspective on New Year's resolutions and give you a different way to look at them to help you succeed in 2020. If you really want to make a New Year's resolution, but if you're still unsure how to stick to it because you didn't the year before, you didn't the year before that, you didn't the year before that, I would highly urge you to think about this quote from Albert Einstein. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and again, expecting a different result. Right? Don't try and change some over-the-top dramatic part about yourself, because you know that won't work. It's hard enough to get people to eat breakfast sometimes, or to brush our teeth in the morning consistently. You may think you're gonna uproot some deep-seated habit, but in reality, are you going to be motivated enough to do that after waking up hungover after a New Year's celebration? That's laughable. There's a good chance whatever you want to change, you want it to last for a long time. Not just a few weeks, maybe not even a few months. You might be looking to build a habit that will last you for the entirety of 2020. Choose something small that might not even be big enough to classify as a full resolution. If you envision yourself in 9 months working out at the gym 5 days per week, then that's fantastic. But give yourself time to build into that. Commit to going to the gym 2 times per week for 6 weeks. That sounds easy, right? Almost too easy. You can probably do that without trying, right? That's no problem. But after 6 weeks, increase your frequency to 3 times per week and only go to the gym 3 times per week for the next 6 weeks. Afterwards, increase your frequency again to 4 times per week, etc., etc. So by the time May 6th comes around, you'll be working out 5 days per week, and you will have built up the habit of exercising consistently for the past 5 months. And for a lot of us, regardless of working out 2 times per week or 6 times per week, having 5 months of consistent exercise, that within itself is an accomplishment. So what I want to do is give you the most popular New Year's resolutions and how I would recommend changing the way you approach it. So here are some popular New Year's resolutions. 1. Exercise more. 2. Lose weight. 3. Get organized. 4. Learn a new skill or hobby. 5. Live life to the fullest. 6. Save more money or spend less money. 7. Quit smoking. 8. Spend more time with family and friends. 9. Travel more. So here's how I would approach those same New Year's resolutions with a different mindset. 1. Instead of saying just exercise more, be specific and say that you're going to do a workout for 30 to 45 minutes, 1 to 2 times per week for 6 weeks, and then after 6 weeks you're going to reevaluate how committed you are to increasing the consistency, increasing the frequency. Instead of just saying to lose weight, add 1 healthy snack or meal to your current diet each week. Each week just add 1 more and watch the health snacks and meals, watch them just stack up week after week. Soon you won't even necessarily be thinking about eating less junk food, but you're going to be so much more satiated from the healthy snacks and meals that you're adding, you're less likely to be tempted to eat those other processed foods or junk foods. Instead of saying you want to get organized, choose 1 part of your house or 1 part of your room and organize that 1 bit, like a desk, like the area where you hold all of your DVDs, your consoles, your TV area, your entertainment area. Choose 1 area and organize it once every 2 days. Work a day, rest a day. Work a day, rest a day. After a few weeks, a lot is going to change. Instead of saying you want to just learn a new skill or hobby, be specific, or more importantly, find a friend or family or a partner to learn the new skill with. You can make that thing an excuse to hang out with them and try something new and fun. Instead of saying you're gonna live life to the fullest, physically write down, what does living life to the fullest actually look like to you in 2020? Does that mean that you're going to go bungee jumping? Does that mean that you're going to be debt free? Does living life to the fullest mean that a certain relationship is going to change? Write it down and be specific. And if you start from the end in mind, you can start to reverse engineer and say, what steps do I need to take in order to accomplish that end goal? Instead of saying you want to just save more money or spend less money, I think it's really important to discover your why, to reinforce why improving your finances is even important to you at all. Maybe you want to retire in 20 years with a particular net worth or a dollar amount in the bank account, have zero debt. The more specific you are, the better. So the goal for quit smoking, I personally think that quitting smoking is incredibly intricate, and I think your best bet is to seek help from the professionals, not just my advice in a random YouTube video. Work with someone whose job it is to help you along your journey. Instead of saying just spend more time with family and friends, ask yourself, what is hard about it? Do you find it really hard to see them in short bouts? Do you find it really hard to commit to having everybody together for a full day? Don't be afraid to think outside of the box. If you have a problem spending the entire day together, then just schedule going out for drinks or coffee. Or if the only time you see them are for short bouts going out for coffee, then try to choose something that you all can do as an activity together, like axe throwing. Just try something new. Do something different that you haven't before. Finally, traveling more. Instead of just saying you want to travel more, I think you should look back like 30 seconds into the video and let step 6 be your compass about budgeting. Let budgeting be your compass about traveling more. Because if you are on a written budget, it becomes very easy, or at least it becomes much more straightforward to allocate specific money towards traveling. Write a budget at the beginning of the month, but don't take my word for it. A podcast I would recommend you check out is the Dave Ramsey podcast. He has a money podcast and has a lot of great information.